Hello, I'm gonna jump into it quickly because I have a ton of media from yesterday and today, and I don't want this to be so long, so I'm doing a lot of chopping and editing of the different video clips. Right just a few minutes ago, I received a text that they have landed in Munich, so they are going to be having to spend the night there in Munich and fly on to Charlotte tomorrow. But so far, it's gone well. Here's the trench. They've already started burying the line in the trench. And they're still down here digging through all this muck. It's been raining off and on. Not heavily, but a drizzle. So that has made for a mucky, muddy mess.
I'll come down, Mariana, and shovel it out.
There's Danny taking advantage of the fact that we're down there by the septic tank to check it out. It was built nearly 20 years ago by Mr. Woodard and has done good service these years. Here's some more of the trenching. They even got me getting my hands dirty. And here's Chris banging away, letting us see some sparks. We found a fair number of rocks right in the path of the little trench, so we were constantly having to get out the pick and bust them out of the way. So now let's move on to the landslide and see some of the protection they put around the trees. They got almost all the trees. That's a little oak there, and they did a great job, that team working on the fencing around the trees. Now this is the fence job around the interior part of the farmhouse, many of you know about. And again, we're coming in on that little passageway that they made. It took them a while to do that, but that was a huge help because you can go through it without having to open any latch. Mike was there burning some of the scraps, and here's the crew finishing up the fencing up to the deck. And that whole section right in front, that whole ground there was full of junk, and the guys on the last day cleaned that up a bunch as well from all the just pieces of construction tile, all kinds of stuff that was there. That was helpful, so that now grass can grow there. And then one more time, see the trench from this side. A lot of work went into that. I think there's some blisters, even though they had gloves. But that is very steep. Doesn't look steep, but it is. And then I went ahead and decided to try and get in, and I was able to descend into that hole without hitting anything and destroying the drone, or at least having it fall to the ground. And here's the crew working on the trench before they put in the lines. And then I just went up, straight up, and fortunately didn't hit anything. And then on the last day, there was another crew. When they had finished some of those other jobs, they went to the warehouse and just helped us get rid of a bunch of junk that has been accumulating through the years. And that little warehouse, very, very tiny by American standards, but is now it's a different scene. They did a great job. Pastor Jim was in there, Lisa, I think I saw Natasha. There were a number of people in there organizing stuff. That's Lisa playing with a gizmo that Danny has made. She's directing this little 4-wheel drive weed eater he's made. He's made all of that stuff. He's 3D printed it and put all the electronics together. It has a camera on it, and watch it just tear into all that stuff. So she's in the far left up top. You can see her sitting down there, and she's directing it and watching from the camera that's on the top of that little white pole. Anyway, and then every day, pretty much whenever we could, we ended the day with a ministry chat. and in which we talked about all kinds of valuable life lessons, and I hope it was good for the kids. They were very attentive and seemed appreciative of just whatever we were able to share about living life God's way. And then, as we often do the last day, I do chocolate chip toast. Delicious. And they ate a pile of it this morning. Well, here's a slow-mo of me making the pieces, and it looked pretty cool. Adam helped me out recording this. I thought it looked pretty cool anyway when these things flip over in slow-mo. They are so good. Those of you who have had them know. Dunked in coffee, oh my goodness, it doesn't get any better than that. Okay, well. And then right after breakfast, Eli and I raced up the mountain towards the San Adrian cave. You can see it in the back there. And then we ran all the way up there to check and see if we could find something that might have been lost the day we did the hike. Well, we didn't find it, but anyway, we tried and got a good run out of it in the process. Eli and I came back up here to look for something that may have been lost here the other day on the hike, when we came on the hike with everybody. Well, we haven't been able to find it, but I thought at least I would take some video for those who were here on that foggy day. Couldn't see anything. This is what you would have seen. From there, we went to Segura, where Danny and Jordan live, and met up with the team. This is a 500-year-old house that we'll visit. This is the living quarters. This is on the second floor.
2 bedrooms.
And this was 500 years old. 500.
It would be like a multi-family
And these are like
house.
concrete.
Not a ton of space.
Yeah, basically.
From there, we went up the street to the huge church. Looked inside there. This is the choir loft. And your singers would be here. And here, where's their music? Well, their music is in huge hymnals and music books on this swivel, massive music stand that could turn around and they could all see it. And of course, their sound would go over and through the church, reverberating. Beautiful acoustics in here. And a few final random pictures. This was actually from yesterday's lunch, paella, that they and her helpers made. And this is Mimi playing, I think it's with Eli, some Pong. And this is Adam and Jamie. And here we are at the airport. Okay, about to... Here we are at the Bilbao airport, and the team is leaving.
See you later. Thanks for all your work.
And they're going to be flying or traveling for the next 25 hours. Thanks for praying for them. Have you had a good time?
Yes, wonderful. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for praying, and yeah, goodbye.